Hi, this is Julie with Three Sisters Sundries. I have a new journal to share with you today. I've used upholstery fabric and it looks like a carpet bag, so I'm calling this the carpet bag journal. For the inside of this cover is encasing this cellulose material that I got in a package, and it was the perfect size for a journal, so I thought, since it's a junk journal, I'll use junk. So there's also fabric on the inside enclosing that, and so it feels kind of squishy. I really like the feeling of it. On the outside, I've used a little Victorian style picture here of flowers on some muslin with a little bit of cheesecloth, and I've hand stitched that on so it looks a little rustic. And then I've also used these little silk flowers made from sari silk. I used a tutorial from G. Kerr, and I will try and remember to link that in the description box. So let's open it up. The closure is this beautiful color of sari silk, and then this, I think it's a drawer pull, hard to tell because it has a very tiny screw, so I don't know what kind of drawer you could use it on. Maybe a little desk drawer or a little box or something. Anyway, so there is a screw in it, but I have protected it, the tip of it, with some felt, and then just covered it with muslin and a little piece of ribbon. So this is also upholstery fabric, but it's really lightweight. So let's get started here. Got a pocket with some trim, and I think this is a shipping tag. It's in Spanish, I think, so I can't really read it, but I think it's a shipping tag. I've just added a little garment pin and a button and a small tassel here that you can take off. It's got a clip on it, so you could take that off. Also a little lace trim on the bottom. Some music paper with a little sari silk tab. Some trim. I have several of these, of this style of trim, in different colors and patterns in here. And I've got in each signature a calendar page, and there's a quote on one side and a picture on the other, so so this is the quote side, obviously. And on the back, since the calendar's upside down, I tried to kind of cover it up a little bit, so I just sprayed that with some shimmer spray, and hopefully you can write on that. And a little stamping, a little edge punching. This is another image from that book, and I have just backed it with some tea stain paper and added a little garment pin and butterfly charm. And this is some beautiful, I don't know what kind of paper it is, printer paper, I think, some sort of, but it looks like mulberry paper, but it's got a very smooth finish, and it's got kind of a sheen that, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's really beautiful. And I've just added a piece of lace for a pocket, some dictionaries, some beautiful vellum. This is from a pipe book. It had really cool charts and tables in it, so I've added a few of those pages. And this is the picture of on that other side of that calendar page. Really cute. This is like a hairpin, kind of a bobby pin, but it's really thick and strong. So I've just added, oh, it's really strong. Just added a piece of empty notebook paper there for more journaling space. And just a little cluster of paper and sari silk. And this really cool envelope is hooked on here as a pocket, and it's kind of wrinkly tissue with a little bit of a liner on one side. So I love the feel of that. I would consider this a semi-naked journal, so instead of adding tags and everything into the pockets, I've added this envelope. And this is also a tutorial from G. Kerr. I will try and remember to link that also. I've added some little, some more ribbon roses, sorry, and a little lace and some cheesecloth. And inside I have a vellum pocket And I've added extra ephemera so you can decorate with this how you would like. There's a little milk cap from Tim Holtz, a little couple, some tickets. Yeah, it left me a card game. Scorecard anyway. And then in this pocket I have this cute picture of these ladies, a Tim Holtz card. And then a journaling card from Graphic 45. And that's just a top tuck spot. And cute trim. Some graph paper. This is actually scrapbook paper. But Tim Holtz stamp. Here's another cute picture from the calendar. And on this one, I decided, a couple of them I tried painting. So this is just white paint. So I was hoping that it would be easier to write on. So let me know if whoever gets this, let me know if you can write on that. This page has a beautiful envelope flap. My sister gave me some of these that she got at the thrift store, and I just love that flap. Such a pretty shape. And then so it's just a flip out pocket also. Little tab with sari silk, craft doily that I've stapled on and put a little trim for a tuck spot, some ledger, and this trim, I remember my mom had it when I was a kid. I think she put it on a dress in the 70s probably. So it's some real old trim. I love that trim. Reminds me of my mom. This is just a library pocket that I've printed off a little library card from Nick the Booksmith. This is, I guess, an applique piece. I remember this as a kid also. My mom had these. I don't know what she used them on, but anyway, she had a whole stack of these in blue and pink, and we used to play with them all the time when we were kids, my sisters and I. Just in a little fancy stitch there on that page from my sewing machine, little vellum tab. This is a little pocket. Another calendar page. Big pocket here. Another cute picture from the calendar. That one is sprayed with shimmer. This is just a little concertina fold with some sari silk, and that is a flip out. This is just a little corner tuck spot. More of that trim. And that pretty vellum. This is another piece of that trim. This one is the only one that's thin like this, but anyway, I like that trim. A little stamping there. Another one of those envelopes, and I've just added a little piece of lace there. Flip out pocket. Some more pretty trim. In this pocket, I've added, this is some really heavy card. I'm not sure whether this is like watercolor paper. It kind of feels like it, but anyway, I just folded that and added that. I got that at the thrift store. And this is actually a tag from a piece of clothing I got, and I just covered up the words on it with some little Tim Holtz embellishments and tucked that in there. I like the texture of that. It's like homemade paper kind of. And here's another envelope, and I've just added a stamp with some cheesecloth and a little vellum. And the inside of that is scrapbook paper, and I've added book paper pockets. This one has some horizontally lined journaling cards, and then this is a double pocket, and so this one has some vertically lined, or vertical, they're vertical, not vertically lined. Anyway, journaling cards. And in here, I have a couple of extra stamps. This one is a really pretty triangular stamp with some flowers on it, and this is a US stamp with some roses. And then these are some labels. These are basic gray. Oh, I miss them. I love their products, but anyway. So there you get a one of a kind, because they don't make scrapbooking supplies anymore. Anyway, some playing cards. This one's really fun. Picture on there. And anyway, moving on, we have another pocket here on the side with some trim and sari silk. Then I've just pinned a little leaf on there, leaf charm. Another fun picture. Another beautiful flapped envelope for a flip out pocket. And then this is a corner tuck with a flip up, and I've just stamped some really light music notes on there so you can still write. And then I have, it's hard to see, but I have this little corner, fancy corner punch on there. Some more ledger, another one of those applique pieces. And this, in this library pocket, I have made a little scrap sampler. I saw this tutorial on Nick the Booksmith, and this is the label from her. And I've just added some little samples of paper that I've used in this project and other projects. So you can tear those out. They're stitched in, so they're kind of perforated, so you can tear them out. Use them for journaling or little notes. You can stick them in the pockets that are in the book, and however you want to use it. It does not have to stay in there at all. Use it how you want. And then on this ledger, I've just got this cute, colorful trim. And last piece of that trim there. And that is it. So, I haven't counted to see how many pages are in this book, but there are 4 signatures plus the 2 envelopes and the extra ephemera. And this book will be listed in our Etsy shop. I will leave the link in the description box for that. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.